Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Mowers and More. Check this out. I wanted to do a 200-hour update on my Husqvarna TS354D. I've had this for about 5 years now and used the heck out of it, and it's held up pretty well. There has been one issue with it, and I'll get into that as we go through this, but other than that, it's been a competent tractor. This is not an inexpensive tractor by any means. This is probably one of the most expensive garden tractors on the market right now, but for good reason. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. I'll do a walk around. I'll show you some of the modifications that I made because this has been extensively upgraded over the years. And I'll talk to you about those things in different videos, but we'll go through it and I'll tell you about the pros and cons of this great little tractor. Let's do it. All right, first up, this looks significantly different than it did when it came off the truck. Here's a picture of what that looks like fresh off the market. It does come with a 54-inch fabricated deck. It does have an excellent deck. I don't have it on right now, but there have been occasions when I've used it to mow. We have a 6-acre property, and it does do mowing just fine. It's 54 inches, so it cuts down the time, and I've been pretty pleased with it. So as far as the tractor itself, it's due for its 200-hour service, so I'll be getting in here and doing spark plugs and oil filter and whatnot in another video, but it does come with a Kohler 7000 series, 25 horsepower. No complaints on that. Held up really well. No issues with it so far anyway. You can see here the battery, I have had to replace that, and there's a lot of stuff hooked to it. And again, I'll go through that in different videos with y'all, but a lot of external add-ons to this particular mower. Body-wise, considering how rough I treat it, it's not, I mean, it hasn't been cleaned in a good while here, but it's not bad. I think the best part about it, this particular tractor, is its seat. This comes off of one of Husqvarna's zero-turn mowers, and I mean, it's nice. It's not ripped, it's not even close, like it's still soft, and it's really comfortable. It's got the handles, or the armrest, which is nice. It does also have an hour meter here, which is nice. And that's how I keep track of when it needs this and that and the other thing. Steering bushing is just starting to get some play in it, so it's held up really well there. And then it does have conventional headlights. I've upgraded those to LEDs. Park and brake over here. Cruise control, which I have never once used, but it exists. So we do have some cruise control features on this. And then thankfully a conventional keyed start. And it also has mow and reverse as well. Thing that kills me about I had a different model earlier, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but it had the smart start system. It was terrible. Push buttons, and you had to key a code in. It was the worst. I'm glad they got rid of that and put back in just a conventional key. Electronic PTO, so when we want to mow, we just press up and down. And this is a great feature, a locking differential. This also is where I have my only complaint about this tractor. It is an electronic locking diff. You can rocker this back and forth, and there is a electronic actuator in the transmission that engages and disengages the locking diff. And that part has failed. It will still move, but it clicks and it bangs and it blows fuses. And it was under warranty when that happened, but it would have taken too much time to take this thing and have it towed down there and have them work on it. So I just went ahead and bought the part and did it here myself, and it's fixed up. But for the while that it was broken, I just engaged it and then unplugged the fuse, and we just worked with a locked diff. It's not that big of a deal, but it's there. Now this does have foot pedal controls, forward and reverse. Speed is about average for a riding mower. I haven't seen any big issues with that. Hasn't slowed down over the years. Tires are holding up well, considering I have extra stuff on here, and that stays on all the time, so it's a lot. But the tires, treads are good. The rears on this upgraded to ag tires. I'll get into that in a different video. Our property is very hilly, so I put ag tires and wheel weights on there. And on the back, this one has an upgraded sleeve hitch. It's because we do use this for tractor type work, so it does get used. But other than that, the only complaint I have for this tractor is that it sucks gas like it's going out of style. It drinks fuel. 5 gallons, it's nothing to go through 5 gallons in a day. Sometimes you have to refill it. So that Kohler engine is a thirsty girl. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, but other than that, I can't really complain about much. The deck has worked well when we've used it. It provides a nice, decent cut, and it just seems to hang in there. So I guess that'll do it. It's the Husqvarna TS354D, 200 hours. Would I buy it? If I needed a garden tractor, you bet, you bet. If I lived on a really hilly property and I wanted the tractor that I bought to last a good long time, then yes, I would definitely recommend it for that, because the K46, they just don't last in heavy mountains. The only thing, like I said, and they've probably fixed it by now, but that rear locking diff having that issue early on was kind of a bummer. But that electronic solenoid certainly wasn't anything Husqvarna produced. They just bought it and added it on there. So there it is. And in later videos, I'll show you all about the Johnny Bucket, which has some additional controls and a speed up feature. I'll talk to you about the LED light upgrades. I'll talk to you about ag tires, wheel weights, why you might want them, snow plows, why you might want that. This also has wheel spacers, why you might need that if you live in the mountains, and the most versatile part of it is the electronic sleeve hitch, which allows us to use ground implements on a pretty regular basis up here. There you go, that's it. If you have any questions or comments about this particular tractor, or any tractor really for that matter, feel free to shoot me a message. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Until next time, my friends, take care.